Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I will share with you some recent news on tech. Here I have a news that US tackles loopholes in curbs on AI chips export to China. October 15 reuters, the US will take steps to prevent American chipmakers from selling semiconductors to China that circumvent government restrictions, a US official said as part of the Biden administration's upcoming actions to block more AI chips exports. The new rules, details of which Reuters is reporting for the first time, will be added to sweeping US restrictions on shipments of advanced chips and chip-making equipment of China unveiled last October. The updates are expected this week. Other people familiar with the matter said through such timetables often slip. The new rules will block some AI chips that fall just under current technical parameters, while demanding companies report shipments of others, said the official who provided information on condition of anonymity. A spokesperson for the US Department of Commerce, which oversees export controls, declined to comment. The latest crackdown on the exports to China coincides with US efforts to thaw difficult relations between the world's two largest economies. Several senior members of the Biden administration have met their Chinese counterparts in recent months, and the latest sound of rules is complicating the diplomatic efforts. The Biden administration has said it designed the export curbs to keep US chips and equipment from strengthening China's military. Beijing has accused the United States of abusing export controls to suppress Chinese companies. The restrictions marked a historic shift in US-China tech policy. The US needs to stop politicizing and weaponizing trade and tech issues and stop destabilizing global industrial and supply chains. China's foreign ministry spokesperson Miao Ning said on Monday, "We will closely follow the developments and firmly safeguard our rights and interests." Last year, government restrictions kept Nvidia, the world's most valuable chipmaker, from shipping two of its most advanced AI chips to Chinese customers, chips that have become the industry standard for developing chatbots and other AI systems. But Nvidia soon released new variants for the Chinese market that were less sophisticated and got around the US export controls. One named the H800 has as much computing power as some settings used in AI work as the company's more powerful blocked H100 chip. Still, some key performance aspects are limited according to a specification sheet seen by Reuters. New restrictions. The US now plans to introduce new guidelines for AI chips that will restrict certain advanced data center AI chips that are not currently captured, the US officials said. While the official declined to identify which additional chips will be effectively banned, NVIDIA H800 is a semiconductor source. Sources have suggested the administration has wanted to block. A spokesperson for Santa Clara, California based NVIDIA declined to comment in June. The company's chief financial officer said that if the H800 and a related chip called the A800 were restricted, they did not anticipate it would have an immediate material impact on our financial results. Shipment for consumer products like laptops will be exempt from the new curbs, the official said. But companies will need to tell the Commerce Department when they are filing orders for the most powerful consumer chips to make sure they are not being used in ways they threaten national security. According to the official, in order to keep AI chips the US views as too powerful from China, the official said the US planned to stop taking into account one of the parameters, the bandwidth parameter. It has been using to determine which type of AI data center chip to restrict. A bandwidth or interconnect parameter is a measure of how fast chips talk to each other. Under the current threshold, a chip had to exceed both a performance speed and a bandwidth threshold to be restricted. By removing the bandwidth parameter, a chip will soon be restricted if it exceeds a certain performance speed alone. In other words, how powerful each chip is. It will also be restricted if it exceeds another measurement, a certain performance identity, to help prevent future workarounds, the official said, declining to elaborate further. Evolving technology. The updated rules also are meant to cover AI chips as technology evolves. The US will require companies to notify the government about semiconductors whose performance is just below the guidelines before they are shipped to China, the official said. The government will decide on a case by case basis whether they pose a national security risk, but they can be shipped unless the chipmaker is told otherwise. That updates on October 2022 rules may also close a loophole that gives Chinese companies access to American artificial intelligence chips through Chinese units located overseas, as Reuters reported last week. The rules are not expected to include restrictions on access to US cloud computing services or those of allies, but the US will seek comment on the risk of such access and how they might be addressed, the official said. The Biden administration told Beijing of its plans to update the contentious rules in this month. Reuters reported early in October as part of a policy aimed at stabilizing relations between the superpowers. So that's all for today, guys. See you next time in the next video. Until then, goodbye and take care.